Hello everyone and welcome back to One Way Live, the official live show for LR Realty. My name is Megan Malasinos. So I know you probably missed me last week. It was Spanish. Don't worry, I'm practicing my Duolingo. I'll be on there very shortly. But today I am joined by Joe LaRosa and Alex Vazquez. How are you guys today?
Doing awesome.
Doing great.
Yeah.
You guys excited?
Excited to be here.
We have a lot of fun things to talk about, so let's get into it.
Cool.
And don't forget, every Tuesday we are coming at you with company updates, market insights, and information that matters. So we are going to head into our green light segment where we're going to talk about what's coming up at LR. All right, let's get into it. So every day at 8 a.m., we have our prayer call. Joe, can you share a little nugget from this week, last week, about what's been going on there?
Yeah, so again, it's an unbelievable opportunity that I've been able to be, able to kind of speak to everybody and be more comfortable, obviously, talking about my faith and everything else that I've been through. So I think right now what's being replayed on Mondays, because we do it live. I do it live on Friday. It's every day, but whatever I actually record on Friday, we actually air it out the following week. So I think my most recent testimony is being replayed now. But even like today, I had the opportunity of doing a little presentation to the group, and we talked about the importance of just being patient, right? Just being able to understand that sometimes, being in a waiting room is not a bad thing, because we think that we're being punished by having to wait things out. But in essence, really what's happening is God's actually developing us in that moment, and we need to be just conscious of that. So definitely check us out. Every day we do this. It's not just Wednesdays or Fridays, every day. But Wednesday, Dina will actually present, and then usually on Fridays, I get the opportunity of actually presenting.
Awesome. Thank you for sharing. So next up, we have our backpack drive. This is going to be taking place on July 25th this week. Contact your team lead for more information. There's Amazon links, there's donation links, there's so many ways to get involved, and we really need your help to make sure these kids get their backpacks and their school supplies. So every Tuesday, Tech Tuesday does office hours at 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. So check them out today if you have any questions. Agent support is also Monday through Friday, 10 to 4, and they also have Saturday, 12 to 1. Power Lab is back tomorrow, and we have negotiation and sales conversations taught by Priscilla Nunez. 9:30 a.m. we have English, and 10:30 a.m. we have Spanish. Joe, Alex, can I get your insight on any tips or tricks on navigating negotiation and sales conversations?
Well, yeah, I've got a few.
Awesome.
I think so. It depends on the market, right? So market conditions determine what strategies you're going to use with buyers and sellers. I, as a lot of people know, work mostly on the seller side of the business. And so when I am sitting down with a seller, based on current market conditions, I will give them a little bit of insight of what's happening and what sellers should be doing to get their home sold in a timely fashion, within a reasonable time. Some of those things now, they're obvious things, right? Things that we all know. Pricing accordingly, making sure the product condition matches the price, and just making sure an overall knowledge of the market so that when we're presented with an offer, they're ready to negotiate and they're not just caught at a surprise, I guess, right? Because right now we're seeing a lot of different things, a lot of strategies that buyers are using. And so I just prepare them. So the tip that I would give everyone is prepare your client, whether it's a buyer or a seller, just prepare them for what is about to happen during the journey they're about to be on.
Yeah, 100%. What you just said is 1,000%. Knowledge is power, right? And when you look at how many realtors that we have actually out there today in this market, there's a lot of competition. And, unfortunately, a lot of folks will get their news and information from social media, where it's not the best place to really,
it's not.
I would say it's not the best place to decide on what you should be selling your house for. And it's important for us as realtors to be able to be just educated and explain everything that's going on in the current market, both locally, nationally, the impact it's going to have, and even talk about, even in the future. So, and going through that whole journey process, a lot of clients don't understand what it's really like to go through an actual contract, from a contract to close. So it's important for us to be able to really have every opportunity to stand out.
Absolutely.
Awesome. And then if this helped you at all, just imagine what Priscilla has in store for you tomorrow. So lastly, we have LR Connect. That is going to be August 20th. And that is our event that usually takes place after the Florida Realtors Convention. We changed the name. We're doing some new big things, and it's going to be so exciting. Joe, these past couple of years, the agent appreciation has grown, and now we are rebranding it as LR Connect. What are you most excited for this year?
Just now, what it's called, right? It's all LR Connect. It's an opportunity for us, to be able to connect with each other, right? Proximity is power. Right, so we want to be able to be in the room with some amazing agents, and we have so many amazing agents here at La Rosa. But listen, what I'm very excited about, and I know that the team doesn't want me to unveil everything at LR Connect, especially on the technology side, but oh my gosh, do we got some technology that is absolutely going to change the game here going forward, stuff that we've been working on behind the scenes. And then, of course, right, my good friend over here now is a part of a very exclusive team that we have put together called kind of our all-star international team that is now focused on this new project in Costa Rica that we'll also be talking about at LR Connect, and really showing the opportunities for you all as realtors to get this info to your clients so that they don't miss out on this tremendous opportunity outside of the U.S.
And this is going to take place at Mango. So when you're at the convention and you meet some agents that are external, internal, whoever it may be, invite them, and we can all network and connect together. And next up, we have the stop sign segment, which is the market updates.
Pause, analyze.
So over in Florida, the Hometown Heroes program has reopened with $100 million in funding, offering eligible first-time homebuyers up to $35,000 in down payment and closing cost assistance. If you have clients in professions like healthcare, education, law enforcement, or other essential workforces roles, now is a great time to see if they qualify. Joe and Alex, how can a realtor leverage this in their business and within their pipeline?
Well, I mean, first of all, take advantage of it because the money doesn't last forever. And so it's a tremendous opportunity. Listen, you want to find every advantage that you can come up with, every opportunity, every resource, whatever that you can provide to your clients. It's, again, we talked about before, knowledge is power. So just being aware of the opportunities here and just take advantage of it. Don't sit on it because, as we've experienced before, this money won't last forever.
Yeah. I look at it a little bit differently. I mean, whatever you said, it's great. However, I look at it as an opportunity for me and my team to reach out to people. It's an opportunity to go out and do some prospecting. It's an opportunity to go out and reach out to past clients and let them know, not only for them, but for people they may know that can fit into this program. So I think it's just an opportunity for us to be able to connect and just touch the client again and outreach.
Awesome. And up next, a new federal housing law is expected to have one of its biggest impacts in Georgia. So this legislation limits large corporate investors from buying additional single-family homes, which could create more opportunities for everyday buyers. So over in Atlanta, 1 in 4 single-family homes are actually owned by corporations. So this is going to have, which is higher than anywhere else. So this is going to have a major impact in that area. So that's something definitely to look out for if you are in the Georgia area, and to stay up to date and just everywhere, because this is going to affect every state. In Texas, housing inventory continues to grow, and some homes are taking a bit longer to sell, but the economists believe that long-term demand will continue due to the job growth and corporate relocations that are happening in Texas. Now, up next, we have Puerto Rico, and so our very own Dolian is going to be joining and bringing us an update about what's going on.
Hi, Megan. Thank you for having me today. Yeah, basically, Puerto Rico market has been up from 2025 to this year, mostly because of the new investor coming to the island due to the Access-T. Basically, the Access-T is a tax incentive program that the government is given to investors and people moving from the mainland to invest here in Puerto Rico. So basically, markets like Dorado, like Condado and Miramar, Palmas del Mar, Rincon, and Cabo Rojo have been emerging growth market. I mean, people coming in to establish their business here, and people coming in to basically live here on Puerto Rico, not only for the tax incentive, but also because of the people of the weather. So basically, Puerto Rico has everything you need to establish your business and to move to Puerto Rico. So major development, new construction, the weather, the people, the food, and also the tax incentive brings people to develop their own lives here.
Thank you, Dolian. Okay, awesome. And we are going to move on to our yellow light segment, which is our training and support. So did you know that within our marketing group in My Agent, we have different resources easily accessible to you? This is one of our most frequently asked questions is where is everything? So when you go to the marketing group and you navigate to the right side of the page, you're going to find templates from Canva. You're going to find our brand guide, our fonts, logos, and colors. And you can also find different social media templates, all easily accessible for you. You can use them through Canva. You just have to create a free account, and it should let you get access to anything you need. And if there are anything that you feel that we are missing, we are more than happy to make them. Just submit a ticket, and we will get right back to you. And Jamie even has frequently asked questions. So if you ask a question enough, it'll soon get an answer, and we can help you right away. So our last segment is our Q&A. So these questions are going to be targeted a little bit more towards Alex. Of course, Joe is more than welcome to jump in. And then we will end it out with some questions from the chat. So if you have any questions that you've been thinking on during this whole live show, please comment them below in a few. So we're going to put you on the hot seat, and we're going to ask you a couple questions.
Let's do it.
So Alex is a consistent Blue Diamond winner, and he runs the top team within the company out of Lake Nona, and that team is H6. So those questions are going to be a little bit geared towards that. So our first question is, your team H6 has built an incredible reputation while working closely as a family. What has been the biggest key to building a successful business together, and what advice would you give to agents who are looking to grow a team of their own?
So I guess the first part of the question is, what has been our success as working together as a team and kind of like a family? We are a family, first of all. I think it's understanding that our base is the client, right? Our focus is serving the client, whether it's the buyer or seller. You can ask, everyone knows, I think my two kids work with me, and I'm harder on them than I am on anyone else. Mm-hmm. And so,
well, Megan knows who that's like.
Right? Exactly, right? So I feel like I have to work them a little bit harder and expect more from them because they represent me and they represent the team. But we don't operate in any other fashion. Everyone on my team is a family member. Everyone on my team works hard, but our sole focus is the client, which has made us successful. We don't chase checks, right? We chase relationships, and that has been the base of our training and our foundation since day one. Sorry, what was the second part of the question?
You're good. And what advice would you give agents who are looking to grow a team of their own?
Great question. I get asked this a lot, and I think the main thing is chemistry, right? And that's one thing that we have on our team, and we've had it for many, many years. We've had people come and go, but the chemistry is really what keeps our team functioning and the focus on what our ultimate goal is, which I just said is the client, right? So anyone looking to start a team, I think you have to understand what your main focus is. Are you there just to make a bunch of money and get out? Are you there to build a business and hopefully sell it further down the line? Or are you there just to have some fun and treat this as a hobby? So understand what you're really looking for, and then find people that have the same vision as you do, the same focus as you do, and have some chemistry on the team, and just to treat that as your foundation. I think that's a good start. And then plug in systems, and we can go on, right? But
yeah.
That's the base of everything, I think.
Yeah. All right, next question. You've consistently remained a top producer despite the changing market. What are you and your team doing today that's helping you continue to win business and serve your clients at such a high level? And how has LR helped you?
So I'll answer how La Rosa has helped me at the end, because it's important. The first thing that we do to maintain our status is consistency. We don't do a bunch of things well. I focus on one or two things, and I try and do that well. And I think we have, again, people on our team that are good that have different strengths. So we focus on our strengths, we help each other with our weaknesses, and consistency. You can't, if you're great at social media, but you only post once a week, then that's not great at social media, right? That's me. I'm not great at social media. So I don't focus on those things. I focus on my strengths, and I focus on what I know I do well, and that's what the team does. I feel that we are really good at staying in contact with the client. 90% of our business is repeat business. We hit our database regularly. We do a lot of follow-up with our past clients and our friends and our family, and so we do a lot of referral and a lot of past client business, and that has been our success. Yes, we do bring in new business, obviously, be word of mouth or any type of marketing that we're doing, but that has been our success, just being consistent with our database and our past clients. Second part of the question before we get to La Rosa was?
That was pretty much, no, you pretty much answered it. And then the second part was how
So
it helped.
years ago, I worked for another brokerage, and I met Joe, and we had a really good conversation in Lake Nona. And La Rosa for me has been more of a growth within myself, within my team. The main thing, and I've said this for years, and I've said it to you, and I've said it not when you're around, I've said it to everyone. The ability for me to be able to get to Joe and talk to Joe about anything has been the key for me personally. Obviously, the tools that it offers and everything that the company encompasses, the family orientation, that's all important. And again, I think it goes back to what was important to me, and Joe offered that 15, how many years? 16? It's been a long time. Yeah. So La Rosa has helped me grow. It's helped my team grow. It's helped me learn as an individual, as a professional. And it's because of the tools that the company offers. But more so for me, it's the ability for me to access information, whether it's through Joe, whether it's through other leaders. I've been able to do that, and La Rosa has helped me grow my team and grow my business because of its accessibility to leadership and people that know more than me, right? We have to surround ourselves with people that know more than us or have done things better than us or differently than us. And so I think La Rosa has done that for me.
Yeah. Can I just add one thing?
Yeah.
So what you kind of touched on there was like awesome. So, I've always said that second dollar is easier to make than the first dollar. And a lot of times agents forget about really nurturing and maintaining their database, their sphere, whatever you want to call it. So, I loved even kind of what you said earlier about even with the Hometown Heroes. I would say almost and hope no one gets offended when I say this, but the everyday agent doesn't think like this. Hey, there's a program, Hometown Heroes. Maybe it's not for every one of your, I would say, contacts in your database, but just the idea of reaching out to your contacts and saying, hey, this may not be for you, but do you know anybody that's asking for a referral? So, listen, what I love at La Rosa is being able to have amazing agents like yourself that have led for so many years, and we need to take advantage of that at La Rosa. We need to be able to, again, proximity is power. So going back to LR Connect, show up. Alex is going to be there, right? So you want to be able to kind of rub shoulders, ask questions, and that's why I love these type of settings. I love that we have this Q&A. So hopefully you guys ask some questions because you want to take advantage of the wealth of knowledge that's right here. So
Thanks.
All right. So thank you for your insight.
My pleasure.
And you're not taking advantage because there's no questions in the chat, but that's okay. We will be doing this every week. So remember, when you're watching, if there's anything you have questions for, please feel free to comment in the chat. And if there's anything that you think of after, submit a ticket and we will hopefully give you an answer. But I just want to thank Joe and Alex for being here today. This was an amazing session, and this is all we have for this week. And next week, we'll, of course, have our Spanish one-way live, and then the week after English, and it just keeps going and switching out with each other. And remember, there's only one direction we are heading, and that is one way.